You know, I think people are going to be surprised at the scale in the movies.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Thank you.
When I saw the footage at D23,
Yep.
it blew my damn mind.
Oh,
And then
good.
you just did it again at Hall H. And hopefully people at home will get to see it at some point.
At some
eventually.
point, they will get to see it, you know?
That opening sequence when the Guardians meet Thor, and then everything from there on out was just so surreal seeing these characters come
Yep.
together. Or was there one certain pairing of characters that when you finally got them together on set, you were like, I can't believe we're doing
You know,
this?
what's interesting is that because of the retoning that Taika did with Thor 3, you know, and the direction that Thor is headed in as a character, he and Star-Lord were a very surprising combination and a very funny combination. So I'm excited for the audience to see the two of them together.
There's that epic set piece that we see where I can only describe it as Thanos putting the gauntlet in the sky, crunching his fist, crunching a planet, and then throwing it down to Earth. Still, again, I can't process it. Is that like the set piece in the movie, or is that going to be something that's like first act and you're like, oh, it just gets crazier from there?
It gets crazier from there. I mean, this is it's a staggering level of scale in the films. Sometimes when we're working on the third act of this movie, I'm just like, how are we going to pull this off? It's so big, and you know, he has this incredible power. He has universe-altering power if he gets his hands on the stones. The stones are so powerful. So, you know, the scale of the things that he does has to match the scale of the power of the stones. So, you know, I think people are going to be surprised at the scale in the movies.
You've talked in the past about how this is very much Thanos' movie, but I'm curious, like, how much of it is understanding the gauntlet and putting the gauntlet together, and how much of it is just him wreaking havoc and bringing that ship down and messing up the Avengers?
It's definitely a little bit of both. I mean, you have to bring the audience along. Look, the fans in Hall H and the fans at D23, they're the fans that are going to get everything in these movies. But you also have to remember that there are people coming to the films who aren't as intense as these fans, and we have to be able to, you know, your uncle in St. Louis has to be able to follow the movie the same way that a ravenous fan can. And so we do a lot of work to make sure that we're tracking the story, we're tracking the stones, we're tracking each character's motivation. And particularly Thanos' motivation. It is in a lot of ways, Avengers 3 is in a lot of ways his movie.
Now, this is the big question that came out of D23.
Yeah.
I really hope you can help us set the record straight here. Is Thanos wearing sneakers or Jordans or something along the line of Chucks like we saw in that statue on his feet?
He has a more casual approach
To world domination, to
in
universe
this film.
domination.
And it's very philosophical for him. Again, it's part of his character definition. You know, it's a spiritual journey for him to collect the stones, and one with which he does not need armor to. Once he starts acquiring stones, he doesn't require armor the same way that he did when he was a warlord. So it's a very symbolic costume.
So excited.
Yeah.
So excited to see it. Such a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you.